Well, g'day guys, welcome to the channel and welcome to the Progetto Mod 65. Italian Tier 10, and you might have seen this medium tank is a progression from the Standard B. We just did a video on the Standard B recently and I talked it up pretty hard. It is a great little tank, does a lot of damage, and for a medium with an autoloader like it does, it is really capable. Now, there's some differences with the Progetto as you go to tier 10, and you should be aware of this if you're about to go up, because from what I've found, the Progetto is not as maneuverable. So, and I probably should say it the Italian way, which is Progetto. So the Progetto is not as maneuverable as the Standard B, and it's just a fact. However, you can still do a bucket load of damage, and having the extra hit points certainly does help. But I'm still trying to figure out the exact equipment load with this tank, but we have a really great run with it in this game. So it's not a mastery, it's a first class. I don't know what the hell you have to do to get a mastery in this thing, because this is a high damage game. And you know, what I'm trying to do here is just play the support role, which is the same thing that we do with the Standard B. I'm not able to keep up with the E1, but we're rocking along here at 60 kilometers an hour, so we're doing pretty well, and we're just trying to play that support tank role. Got a lucky shot in here on the E1, and then also on this OBJ 140. He shoots and gets my drive wheel, which takes my tracks off, but it doesn't really do any damage, and we've already put damage in, which is great. Again, with this thing, like the Standard B, it's auto-refilling the shells that you use. It's not like a normal autoloader, where once you use the shell, or one shell, you're down that shell until you refresh the clip, which can be problematic. So our team's sort of pushed up here and not engaged the mediums on the left flank, which is normally a recipe for disaster. There's an OBJ 140 over there, great turret strength, and he's going to hold that left flank there really well. Now, the E1, who's with him, has decided not to go the full Monty and has just decided to hold off a little bit. So one thing I like to do with these guys is come up here and pop a few into them. So as soon as I've shot that, he's turned around and he's looking. He doesn't know who's shooting at him, and he stops just enough for me to take another shot, and then one of the other boys finish him off too. So it's a bit like shooting a roo. You wait until they stop and look at you, if you've ever had to do something like that. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to try and pick away at these TDs, which are trying to get into our guys who are pushing up, particularly our mouse. I'm keeping my eye on that OBJ 140, and looks like he's being dealt with over on the left-hand side of the map there, so I don't have to worry about him. I'm also just making sure that tank behind isn't going to flank us from the rear, and we're just trying to play that support role. Now, one thing I like to do if I don't have gun depression is I like to put the top of my front wheel up on the bank, which allows me to sneak over the edge. See what I'm doing there? I'm just popping the front wheel up on the edge there, and that gives me a little bit more gun depression. So it's not the gun itself, it's actually my front wheel tilting the whole tank. So again, it's reloaded my rounds, and now I've got three rounds to take on this AMX, and I needed 2 shots to get rid of him. This E75 is going to be a bit of a problem with me right to the end. So what I did, I'm out of shells now, and I really want to get into this M103. Game's still in the balance, believe it or not, because this E75's got heaps of hit points. Now, see, I just bounced one off the front because I was angling. Now, I learned to angle medium tanks back in the T44 days and the T54 using the Russian medium. So if you can angle a little bit and get the front angles right, you can bounce with this tank too. So instead of engaging that E75, I come over here and take on this E50, which is now finished with. So we have 4 tanks on our team, and myself is one of those, and I'm the only one who's got some hit points left. Now try to preserve those till the end, and that's a really good strategy. Now our Chinese TD is gone, our other ones, our mouse is left, and I'm left. So we start seeing some of the guys on our team are like, go, go, go. They don't realize I don't have any shells to go. So I'm not going to rock on to E75 with no shells at all. And what I'm trying to do now is wait for the full reload of my clip. And I just want to start putting in some shots on him. Now, Mouse is coming to help. And he's low on hit points. So, again, I'm still just trying to get shots in on this E75 without being hit. He over-rotated a little bit. He was trying to side-scrape for me, and I was able to get one in. Next shot bounced, so I was unlucky. And I tried to put another one in, got his drive wheel, but I didn't manage to do any damage. So, at this point, we're up to 5,500 damage. And, see, now this guy's telling me to go the Conway, and I'm like, no, we can't go because we don't have any shells. So, poor old Mouse is dead. Now I'm waiting for a full reload to come in, and I know that even if I bounce one shot, 2 shots into this guy should finish him. So I'm trying to play it safe. He's actually played pretty conservatively. I'm also dealing with a bit of a high ping issue, and we tracked him, and it didn't finish him, and that shot there almost finished him. Now what I'm going to do is just use my medium ability. It's got enough maneuverability here to keep him at bay, keep that gun off me, and we finish him off. So it's 5 kills. We did 6,300 damage in that game, which was pretty decent. It's a first class, and we get a Radley Waters as well. So some good medals there. Only missed one shot, didn't penetrate out of all that. So that's the standard B evolution, which is the Progetto 65. If you're going for tier 10, that's what you can expect. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also like the video if you like it. And I'll hopefully try and keep some more content coming, and might see you out there on the battlefield. Enjoy.